Hello everybody, welcome to AccuReggie. We have our first winter storm knocking on the doorstep of this 2023 to 2024 winter season. Let's dive right into it. This is the storm right here. It's sort of a organizing a plume of moisture that's going to roll up the coast. It'll be a relatively weak nor'easter, all right, but we've got light rain in DC. There's a burst of snow just to the north and sleet, and all of this in West Virginia and Pennsylvania. It's going to move all the way up to Philadelphia, New York City, and eventually to Boston. Let's look at the model. This is where we are. I'm going to put it in motion. You can see the snow. Here's DC where I have my mouse. Snow just to the north and sleet as well. And that will continue up the coast. So Philadelphia, you're going to start as a burst of snow. Now, it's worth noting, Baltimore, you'll get a quick burst, then go over to rain. DC, you're going to get a quick burst, go over to rain. That's it, your rain. Philadelphia is where it starts to get a little interesting. You could get a 1, 2, 3 hours of snow and sleet. I think a coating to an inch in the city itself. More north and west, 1 to 3 inches north and west. 3 to 6 even in the far north and west suburbs. But eventually, even Philadelphia and the suburbs will change over to rain. New York City, you're going to start getting into the snow later this afternoon. It'll be a burst of snow and sleet, and then we have to watch again for the mix. New York City's a battleground. That rain-snow line is going to fight it out over New York City. I think it'll flip to rain, and then as we get to the back end of the storm, it'll go back to snow. Now, the problem is, in all of the major cities, including Boston, the first part of the storm, it's warm. The surface temperatures are at or likely above freezing, 32, 34, maybe even 35 degrees. And you gotta have the cold air in place to get the big snows. We don't have it in place. It's not deep. And so we're gonna battle with the mixing issues from New York City on south, especially. Okay, so New York City, I think 1 to 3, 3 to 6 in the suburbs, and then 6 to 12 inches further north right here in upstate New York and southern Connecticut. So you're going to quickly add up the snow if you just drive north from New York City. Keeping this in motion, Boston, you get into the snow later this evening. It's a thump, thump, thump. It's going to come down. The question is just how much will accumulate with the warm surface temperatures in the city proper. The suburbs, it's going to be cold enough. It's going to accumulate fast and furious. Suburbs, 6 to 12 inches, immediate areas surrounding Boston, 6 to 10 inches, and then Boston proper, I think, 4 to 8 inches in the sort of Cambridge, Boston metro area. And the storm will be long duration. Notice how it lingers all the way until Sunday. So it comes up with a thump, and then it wraps around, and that wrap around is what will bring down the cold air and more accumulation. So this is Sunday late morning into Sunday afternoon. The cold air is going to come into the storm. If I back it up a little bit, you could see it could snow back again into New York City. This is Sunday late morning, all right? So, folks, it's a long-duration storm. New York City on north, but New York City on south, it's a sloppy, slushy mess. All right, folks, buckle up.